Hey everybody, it's me, Ivy. Good to see you guys. I've been all over the place since the election. I have so much to tell you guys about the election. But I am going to come back with a video and I'm going to let you guys know almost everything that has happened, things that you probably don't know about, things about some of the candidates and not candidates, but some of the elected politicians and things like that. I think I'm going to let you guys know exactly what's going on because some people think that because somebody's is friendly with them that they're their friends. But you better know the definition of what a real friend is. Anyway, today I look like this. Excuse my appearance. It is going to be 1,000 degrees this weekend. We're into some kind of heat wave, and I thank the Lord have central air, so I don't have to worry about that. I just have to worry about the bill. But anyway, I'm in the process of decluttering. And the problem with trying to declutter stuff, especially if you're anyone like me, first of all, I can't afford right now to hire any cleaning people to come and clean my apartment. So I have to do it myself. And with all the things that I've been doing, like the election and, volunteering time to do stuff at the school and just trying to get stuff together to just try to maybe take stuff and just doing stuff and going places and talking to people. And then, of course, this is June. Well, last month was June. After the election on the 25th, we ended up having to go to my twin niece and nephew, Elijah and Elijah. Hi, guys, congratulations. They're 17 and they graduated from high school up in Liberty, New York, up in the Catskills. So, oh, my lock is all over. So I just wanted to say it's been very busy ever since the election, and the incumbent won the election, which isn't any real surprise. The city that I live in, it was more like the race of the races, and I'll tell you more about that later because there was three races of people running for office. And anyway, so I'll come back and I'll tell you a little bit more about that. But in the meantime, I am trying to declutter my apartment, which, like I said, is not an easy thing to do. If you're anything like me, I have a lot of t-shirts, and those t-shirts are very, very sentimental to me. I know where every t-shirt comes from, why I have it, who gave it to me, what was the special occasion, and sometimes just, it's hard to let go. It's kind of like when you have faith, or you're supposed to have faith, or you should have faith in God, and just letting go. You tell him, God, I'm going to put it in your hands. Whatever happens, happens. But sometimes you still kind of like, it's still holding on. You're like, no, I'm going to give it to you, God. I am here, take it. But you're holding on to it so tight, he can't take it. So it's kind of like letting go of things and just letting everything just peacefully go. The thing with God, though, you really do have to trust him. I've been in this situation that I'm in now for about 5 years, and thank God he sends, the right people to me. And I also think it's how you treat people that will come back to you. We always get tenfold. It's like when the doctor said, your hair will never grow back. You'll never grow hair again in life. Well, this has been 16 years of growth. And so, it doesn't matter. Oh, you'll never walk again. Yeah, I was in a wheelchair after being in a car accident when I was 19, but God is good. I'm just going to tell you that right now, no matter what happens, don't ever, ever, ever lose faith in God. And I know sometimes it's very difficult because we are human. And God had to come down in human form as Jesus to even understand the heartache and the heartbreak and having your own people turn against you when, you're just there to try to help. Hey, I can certainly relate. I can relate, God. But anyway, back to my decluttering as I digress. I'm trying to clean up because I want to let go of things. I want to let go of some of those t-shirts. I want to let go of things that I bought that I said I'm going to lose weight to get into, and then I never got into them, because I'm never going to. Things that I put away for like 3-4 years. And, I keep thinking, when I pull it out, I say, oh yeah, I remember that. And the best thing to do when you decide to throw something away, don't even take a second guess. Don't pick it up. Don't look at it. If it's in a bag, don't even open up the bag, because then you start thinking, maybe I could use that, My problem is when I throw things away, I all of a sudden see someone else on television with the same dress or the same skirt or the same top or the same outfit. And I'm saying, wait a minute, I just threw that out. What? And they have it on today. So I just have to let it go because you know what? Sometimes I'm a shopaholic. I used to be a real shopaholic when I had more money. Not so much now because I'm really like, hoping to be able to God will lift me up out of this, whatever it is that I'm in. But I always keep a good attitude. I don't ever, say, this is it because I've survived this long. And, you know, I'm going to be talking about some subjects about being, educated, Black, and unemployed, and how educated Black people have a tendency to face more discrimination than, maybe a Shaniqua or someone with a gold tooth or, looking like a rap star's girlfriend or something. I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, I'm crazy right now because I am trying to clean up my house and I don't want to let go of things because I always think that if I put this paper in the garbage, and the computer was supposed to really make everything easier. It really doesn't, not for me, because I guess I have to buy those scanners and things and paper shredders and things like that. And I just really can't be bothered. But at the same time, I always feel like every time after like a certain amount of time, something pops up and people on the phone will ask you if it's about a bill or an account or something and say, well, do you have a copy of that? No, don't you have a copy of it? We're in this whole, technology age, like, can't you keep a track of it? I should just be able to give you my name or maybe the last four digits of my social security number. You should be able to whoop, 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 boom, bam, boom, pull it up. But we all know that's not the case. So anyway, it's hard to let go of some papers because I never know when I'm going to need it. I know scanning this stuff is good, but right now I don't have a scanner, so I have to do what I have to do. I mean, I have a printer. I don't know how it scans, but then I don't have cable, and I barely have internet. So anyway, having said all that, and sometimes people don't need all that stuff because it costs too much money. It's not in the budget. So pray for me as I try to toss out stuff and clean things. My house is always pretty clean, but it's the clutter. It's the clutter. It's the paper and the clothes. The paper, the clothes, and the shoes. And I look at my closet and I have shoes that I never even wore. And I'm thinking, did I buy those? And then by the time I find all the stuff after I declutter, the summer's over. So where are my white jeans that I'm looking for? Oh, well, I put them away, 2 years ago. And oh, now there they go. So anyway, pray for me, guys, as I go nuts here trying to clean my apartment and not wanting to miss out on the lovely day at the same time. But I will be back with how the election went, what we went through, what happened, some of the things that we really need to be concerned about, and just talking about some of this current event stuff and giving you the insight on what it is to be a Black woman running for office here in the city of Yonkers. And I'm not talking about just even because people can say, oh, well, we got this one and you got the senator and you got this one, you got that one. It's not the same thing. We're talking about someone who kind of goes against the status quo, if you will. And just so people know, my purpose for running is so we don't live in an oligarchy, the thing where one person takes control of everything or one or two families. I always want to make sure that we live in a democracy, no matter what community I live in. I think it's imperative that we live and continue to live in a democracy because when you really think about it, people from other countries come over here to America. They died to get here. People who look like me didn't die to get here. You kind of like brought over, maybe kicking and screaming. But other people are like dying to get over here, and we were dying not to come over. So it's just really a different dynamics for Black Americans than it would be for any other group of people, ethnic, religious, race, what have you. And I think that until we really understand that dynamic and where we fit in and how we have been, treated over the centuries, you just aren't going to be able to understand it unless you've actually experienced it yourself. So even when we do have leaders who are that look like us doesn't necessarily mean that they're for us. And you have to remember that. And I will tell you guys some things that I experienced myself. This is not gossip, this is not hearsay. This is what I experienced directly from the people. And you might be surprised, but you can't make this stuff up. You just can't make it up. People are just, and some of the leaders are just like, sadly to say, a lot of leaders happen to be narcissistic sociopaths and with all kinds of weird things going on in their lives that they've never overcome. And so when they get into these positions, well, and people like to say, oh, well, you need money, you need money. Well, I don't know. I think Donald Trump said he had a lot of money. And so I'm not really sure having money does anything for character or does anything for compassion or sensitivity. I mean, I could be wrong, and I've been wrong before, and I could be wrong again. But hey, what are you going to do? Listen, I got to get cleaning. Unless you guys are going to come over here and help me, I must turn off the computer now. Anyway, you guys have a great day. It's going to be a scorcher. I will be back, though. Hopefully, I'll be back this weekend because I won't be out there in that. That's for sure. Not at 111 degrees. I do have a concert to go to tomorrow at not a concert, but a play at Messiah Baptist Church located at Walburton Avenue here in the city of Yonkers. I will be attending that. And, right on power to the people, Drew. Drew has an event at Big Billy's on Saturday night as well. And I want to tell you about the movie I went to see. I'll just say this real quick. I went to see, what's that one that Will Smith is in? Oh my God, I can't even think. I'm so tired. I couldn't go to bed till 4 o'clock this morning. I was so wide awake that I couldn't even go to sleep. It was crazy. Anyway, so clearly I need a nap, but it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm going to continue to work and I will talk to you guys later. Hey, listen, thanks for listening to me, Babylon. You see my vacuum cleaner right there? I got to get busy. So I'll talk to you guys later. Take care now. Have a good one.